Hi everybody, Keith here. You know, I've been chatting a little bit to a few people, and I had a conversation with a guy this week, and very successful entrepreneur, sold his business and exited out of his business, and he just didn't have an off-ramp. And it got me starting to think about whenever you're working in a role, whether you own the business or an employee, is what's your on-ramp and what's your off-ramp. So what happened is he sold his business, did exceptionally well out of it, and his off-ramp looked like this. So he was, he was an entrepreneur. He was busy. He was busy making things happen. So he was traveling at Mach 1 with his hair on fire most days. And so when he sold the business and it was all done, his off-ramp looked like this, bang. And so I think when you start to think about your career, what's your on-ramp? And an on-ramp is, what do you do to lead into your year? What do you do when you reset each quarter? And we should, otherwise we're running ourselves at a fast and furious pace. And you would have heard me say this before, but opportunities flee from people who are frantic. And so there's times when you have to have an off-ramp. And an off-ramp could be, and this was what most people do, is they go on holidays. And so they're getting really, really busy. They're exceptionally productive and very focused. And then their off-ramp is the holiday. And depending on what type of holiday you have, is it an off-ramp or just a continuation of busyness? And then, like most people, you have a couple of weeks off, and that first week is just recovery. And then the second week, you finally settle into your vacation, and then you're back into it again. And you almost step off being relaxed and calm back into being frantic. And so this is an opportunity for you to say, what's your on-ramp each quarter, and what's your off-ramp each quarter? Just so that you can recalibrate, reset, reinvigorate yourself moving forward. Just something to ponder. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.